Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So this is the final statistics video for hashtag StashDown 2024. I can't believe it's been a whole year already. Oh my goodness. So, I have successfully participated in this every single month of 2024, and this is the amazing brainchild by Bridget over at Queen's Crafts by Bridget. This is just something that I have absolutely adored taking part in this year for several reasons. I will get into that in just a second. But in case you are new here and you don't know Bridget, I really do highly recommend that you go and check her out. I will leave her channel linked down in my description box. Go say hi, go watch some of her content, go and familiarize yourself with that beautiful human who I class as a very dear friend of mine and my Yanni YouTube sister. So, Bridget is multifaceted, multi-talented, multi-layered gorgeousness is the best way that I can describe her. She has so many talents, it is unreal. She has her spooky ooky side where she does believe in witchcraft, but the nice kind of witchcraft, not the scary, nasty side of it. She has a lot of different beliefs to me, but I find them absolutely fascinating. And it isn't something that should put you off that beautiful lady. Each of us has the right to believe in exactly what we want, as long as it causes no harm or danger to others. And she really doesn't. If anything, she just blesses people with love and kindness and understanding, and she supports so many of us here on YouTube that actually she is a blessing to have in your life. So I highly recommend you check her out. She does knitting, she does crocheting, she dyes yarn, she spins yarn, she makes bags, and there is a thing on the YouTube streets that you are not part of the cool gang until you have a Bridget bag. Her sewing talents are immense. She has shown model building and some painting and some jewelry making, wire wrapping. Honestly, guys, I could not list absolutely everything that she does. So go over and find out for yourself. She is so totally devoted and besotted with the king, her soon to be husband. They have a gorgeous, gorgeous relationship, and they love crafting together, living together, and loving together, and that should be celebrated as well. She has a myriad of animal friends that live with her at her house. Her love expands not just to us two-legged humans, but also some of the other creatures on this planet, and it's beautiful to see. And she does share those gorgeous animals with us as well. She has a lot of exciting stuff coming up on her channel for 2025. She is hitting the ground running, guys. Honestly, there is so much love and excitement over there that I really do encourage you to go and be blessed by Bridget, because I certainly have been. Anyway, Stash Down 2024 is her brainchild, and basically it's keeping us accountable of the stash that we are using. Now, as you can see behind me, that is just a portion of my stash. There is other yarns elsewhere. I have been very fortunate and very blessed to be gifted massively, and also be able to purchase a lot of what you see behind as well. And it is so easy to get swept up in buying all the new colorways and all the new types of yarn. And you know, I am very, very guilty of that, and I do have a substantial stash that sometimes it is easy for some of the older yarns that you've had for a little while to not be neglected, but just be overlooked sometimes. And I have found that by doing Stash Down, it has encouraged me to not just grab the brand new stuff that I've literally just got in. It makes me dig through what I have, rediscover some hidden gems that I hadn't quite got in the forefront of my mind. When I have started a project, I have dove into my stash to see if I have the quantity or the color, for example, that I want for that project, which means that rather than just buy yarn for a project and not use what I have, I am indeed digging yarns out of my stash and turning them into the pretty things that they deserve to be turned into. Everything that you see behind me, I do eventually want to grow up to become beautiful things. But in order for me to do that, I need to pull it down off the shelf and actually use it. So I love the fact that Bridget is getting us to re-evaluate what we have in our stash. Now, she is not telling us that we can't buy any new yarns and that we can only use stash. She is just encouraging us to think, well, rather than keep buying new or buying specifically for projects, see what we already have first. Get some of the older ones actually turned into gorgeous, gorgeous things. And if it is in your stash prior to the year of the stash down beginning, it is fair game and up for grabs to use. I have had so much fun thinking outside of my colour wheelhouse. I have had so much fun thinking outside of my comfort zone in yarn weight. I have had so much fun rediscovering those hidden beauties, like I was saying just now. It has just been incredible. And for me, statistics and things play a huge part of my life in my real life outside of YouTube, because I do a lot of admin in the real world. That is, my main job role. Facts and figures and data is my whole working life. So the fact that I can do it in a fun way with my hobby just absolutely lights me up and excites me. Now, a lot of you are probably not one for spreadsheets, not one for facts and figures. You don't get excited by data and information in that regard, but I do. So this is right up my street, and I am so proud of myself that I have managed to take part every month without fail. And it has been so lovely seeing some of my yarns worked up into beautiful projects. And for the most part, gifted to others as well, which is a spin off from that, which is super lovely. I have been keeping a tally all year long. I did do kind of like, a third way through the year, halfway through the year, 3/4 of the way through the year. And of course, today I'm going to give you not only my December totals, but I am going to be giving you my grand total for the whole of 2024. So let's do it, shall we? Thank you, Bridget, for a wonderful idea. Like I said, she is not banning you from buying new, but she is encouraging you to look at what you do have first, which is amazing. And this is the best way to keep ourselves accountable, and it's fun for me. Some people have been keeping a tally with the yarn bands, the completed yarn skein bands that they've used. Other people are working out yardage or meterage, but for me, I make a lot of smaller projects that just use a smidgy bit here and a smidgy bit there. I don't use a lot of whole balls in every project that I make, especially with amigurumis and things like that. I just need a tiny bit of a colour. So for me, doing the math of exactly how many meters or yards just was not for me. I decided to do it by weight. So as soon as a project was finished, I would weigh it on the scales and tot it up by grams and ounces. So that was just the way that worked for me the best. Everyone is doing it in their own way. There are several other lovelies doing stash down, and I believe that Bridget is putting everybody's stash down videos into a playlist over on her channel. So if you want to check out who else got involved, please do go and check that playlist out as well. And I have been reliably informed that this is going to continue for 2025. Now, right at this present moment in time, guys, because we haven't quite yet got to January, every single skein, donut, hank, cake, whatever of yarn, scrap ball even, that I have in my stash is all open to be used for Stash Down 2025. If I do purchase new yarns next year, I won't be able to use them for my Stash Down statistics. But this is exciting because as we're about to go into January, everything is valid for Stash Down, and that just makes my brain light up with possibilities, because I could use every single cake that I have, every single skein that I had, and it will count. So being at the tail end of the year, you have more options to use than you did at the beginning of the year. So yes, I'm excited to see 2025 Stash Down. Anywho, let's get the December statistics done, shall we? So I did do 2 cream ear warmers that I gifted. They were 96 grams in weight. I did my Christmas wreath, and that was 307 grams in weight. And then, of course, my 2 Impkin number 6s. And together they were 144 grams in weight. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I would finish a project, weigh it, and then it would be in that month's total. So for example, the Impkins, I actually started in November, but I didn't finish them until December. So they only got counted in December when they were fully completed. If I am working on anything now in the month of December and I finish it in January, I can include it in January's statistics. So that is how I work, where my projects go in my statistics. It's the month that it is completed that it is included. Okay, so for December, I had a total of 547 grams, which isn't one of my bigger months, but hey, it's Christmas and it's a busy time of year. The fact that I got anything is amazing, and every single little bit of stash used definitely counts. So yes, 547 grams, or that is 19.29 ounces. So it's not too shabby. It's not brilliant, but it's not awful either. So yes, everything you see is a potential candidate to use next year, including all the other yarn that you can't see behind me. I am so excited to get this going again in 2025. Bridget, this is one of the most fun things that I've been involved in, because there are no real time constraints. There are no stresses or pressures. Just what you get done is what you get done. But as you go through the year and you see your totals rising and you realize exactly how much of your stash you've got through, it really does open your mind to how much we do use in our craft. And I just absolutely love it. So I am excited to do 2025 as well. But I need to give you the grand total for the year of 2024. Are you ready? I do grams and ounces because here in the UK we use grams, but over the pond there in the US you still use ounces. So I give both. So in total for 2024, I have used a massive 16,045 grams, which is 565.97 ounces. OMG. Now, if you cannot wrap your head around what that weight would look like, that is the equivalent of 160 100-gram skeins. Now, ounces are slightly different because it's 3.5 ounces. That is the equivalent of 161.7 3.5 ounce skeins. 161 of them I have managed to get out of my stash. Now, some of it was Diddy donuts, some of it was big mahusive cakes, and some of it was just your generic 100 gram or 3.5 ounce skeins. But I just thought that those average size balls would be the better way of getting that image in your head. In fact, this is 100 grams, yeah, or 3.5 ounces. So 161 of these. That is a lot of yarn, guys. A lot of yarn. I am blown away at that total, and I am so proud of myself. Now, of course, I will be doing a slightly different video where I give you how many completed yarn bands for the year. And that isn't really relevant to this, because this could be like, I don't know, 10 grams of a scrap here and 20 grams of a scrap there and a whole 250-gram cake over there. So the quantities for Stash Down aren't super relatable to the labels at the end of the year, but it all counts. It all counts. That is a lot of yarn that I have gone through. 565.97 ounces, 16,045 grams, 160-ish of those balls. It's a lot of yarn, and I've still got so much to use and have fun playing with, and I am going to do just that in Stash Down 2025. So keep your eyes peeled. Get involved with Stash Down 2025 if it appeals to you. Like I said, some people are doing finished yarn ball bands. Some people are working out the meterage or the yardage, or other people like me are just weighing their finished projects. Whichever way, you can keep yourself accountable, and it truly is eye-opening and enjoyable to see just how much you managed to bash from your stash. So Bridget, mwah, thank you so much for one of the most enjoyable collaborations that we all take part in. And the fact is, we don't do it for prizes, we don't do it for glory or fame, we do it for ourselves in managing our own stash, and it's all thanks to Bridget that we do that. So there is no need for competition, but it does motivate you to get that stash bashed. So there we go. Please join us for 2025. I know I'm going to be. Let me know down in the comments, is this something you want to do next year? It's easy enough to keep on top of. Just have a notepad and pen, and just at the end of every month, take note of what you have used. And that is it, guys. You don't even have to be a content creator. You can email Bridget and let her know your statistics. If you are just a yarny friend without content, she wants to include absolutely everybody, channel or not. And yeah, we can celebrate each other. This can be a celebration of all rather than a competition, and I love that. I really do. Anyway, guys, I am going to let you get going because I have a few more videos to record, and people need to use this room in the interim. So yeah, I need to get going, but do come back tomorrow for exactly what I was just talking about. I am going to do a sum up of the whole of 2024, and I'm going to let you know my yarn usage for 2024. So please come back tomorrow for that. I will look forward to seeing you then. Thank you for your time today. Thank you, Bridget, for an awesome motivational segment that we all take part in. And I cannot wait to see what I bash from my stash in 2025. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye, guys. Love you loads.